broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
So close to you right.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Season 1, Episode 5 of I Can Do That. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. And if you're listening to us on SoundCloud or iTunes, also subscribe. I am joined by some amazing co-hosts right here. And I'd like you guys, what in the heck is that?
I can do that.
You can do that, sure.
Take you a week to learn that?
Can you guys introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Elaine from Fashion Lane. You can find me on I Am Fashion Lane on Twitter and Instagram.
Hello, everyone. I am Shaprintace Lynn. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Shaprintace Lynn with 2 N's.
Hi, guys. I'm Roxy Striar, and you can find me everywhere at Roxy Striar.
And I'm Nicholas Grava. You can follow me everywhere at Nicholas Grava. To get started, we love that you guys are participating. We love when you tweet at us, when you write in the comments below, and we can now take it one step further. There is a survey that you guys can take. It only takes about 3 minutes, and it is on podcast1.com. Again, that's podcast1one.com. Takes 3 minutes. Tell us what you like, what you don't like, how you listen to the show, and different things like that. Another thing, we bring you guys a ton of free content here, and it's only because of our amazing sponsors. And today, we have an amazing sponsor, and that's Mazda. And does driving matter to you? There's over 4 million miles of road in the U.S. to find out. That's a lot of ground to cover. A lot of highways, freeways, wrong ways, long ways. They're all there, waiting to be driven on. So you take that left turn at Albuquerque, or just keep going? Do you wake up early Sunday morning for a drive before the traffic does? Or do you take the long, winding road home for a change? If driving matters to you, just get out and drive. Why? Because driving matters. Mazda. We have an amazing show for you guys today. This episode, listen, we have 1 episode left, so they are just building it so much that sometimes you may not notice it, but they are building, and I'd like to start with more breaking news.
Wait, are we going with the marshmallow news, or are we going with the...
Well, now that you ran that...
Oh, you're going with the news?
Yeah, I was going to go with the real news.
Okay,
News and gossip.
News and gossip. We are leading in. Listen, we got to chat with our good friend Jeff Dye on Twitter.
By we, he means him.
Listen, I don't want to flaunt, I'm not trying to, flaunt that me and Jeff Dye are, bros, whatever, we're just, really close, we're best friends, What can you do? So, we got a little insight. Jeff answered us, I see what you're what?
No, well, that's actually really cool, because I understand that he picked you as the favorite, he's been messaging you, but we actually got answers to some of the questions that we were asking and that you guys at home were asking, so I really do appreciate him reaching out to respond to these. It's great.
So the number one thing that we always asked is, why can't we vote? It's frustrating as the viewer. We want to vote, we want to get in, but Jeff cleared it up, and he says the answer to the question of why they don't want America voting is because Joe would win every week, or whoever has the most Twitter followers. So, for example, he took some time to tell us the people on the panel and who they'd vote for. He said, you would be voting for Joe, you'd be voting for Ciara, and then I told him, and we would vote for Joe. Jeff.
Jeff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
For Joe.
/ Nicole, because she just won my heart.
So basically, it's not supposed to be a popularity contest. That's why, which makes sense. I do completely understand that.
Yeah. I do too, but I think that they...
I can hear it in your voice. You're going to go against. Go ahead.
No, I understand why they did this, but I feel like I honestly would try to be non-biased about this. I'm not saying everybody would, but I really do think every week I would try to pick the act that I think did the best job.
Same. Exactly.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't
Ciara.
just pick Ciara every time. There was a few weeks where she was lacking, and I wouldn't pick her first. But I also wouldn't pick Cheryl first.
I pick Joe every time. No, I'm kidding. But on Dancing with the Stars... Dancing with the Stars, for example, like you have all these really big celebrities who already have big followings. So I mean,
and you're right.
Vote for that.
Sometimes actually it doesn't work. Who was it? Kim that was on Dancing with the Stars, Kardashian, and I was shocked.
One of the Kardashians.
I know Rob was on there.
Okay,
but I was surprised they actually didn't make it as far as it would because they have a huge following. Right?
Yeah,
I know that.
That's true. But some of the times, people with a small following who do the best job do leave in the first couple of weeks.
Right.
On that show, it's long enough where you actually get to know the people, so people start to grow a following and like somebody better. On this show, we really don't have that much time. We're thrown right into it. We don't have time to pick the people and the personalities we like the best. So I don't know. I think that he is right, that's why they made that decision, but I wish that America could just try to be unbiased because I want to participate.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree because I would like to participate too. So. Downer. Also, I asked him why sometimes is the audience voting so close? It's just too close for comfort, some would say.
Yeah. That tie we had?
There was a tie, and then the next week it was a tie.
By
it was
4 points or
four,
by 4 claps
four
or
votes.
something?
Yeah, 4 octaves. I don't know if that's a word.
4 people, guys. 4 people.
No, okay, we get it. We're just trying to be more. Okay, anyways, he said that they're all just rooting for each other and having fun. So there's like 300 to 400 people in the audience. It's 100% chosen by them. Nothing to do with producers and things like that. And the last thing he was saying was to how incredible the roller skating was going to be because Joe had done that on Broadway. He said it was absolutely incredible, and this show was all pre-taped. They had wrapped months ago, so they know. And he told me, but I can't tell you guys. Just kidding, he didn't tell me. Wouldn't that be cool,
Roxy
though?
was about to get really upset.
Did you think?
Right
Well, I got pissed, and then I remember I already took your phone and looked at the conversation.
Yeah.
So,
Nah, I had to delete it. He was like, this is just between us, like bro to bro. I know who won. I get it.
be honest, he called you.
Yeah, we FaceTime.
Oh, okay.
So, anyways, moving on from that, we did have a great show. One thing that is weird, you brought it up, is they do the performances in a different order than they actually showed them the week before, which I don't know if that is like logistics of
Production setup, it's gotta be.
Right.
Because I don't know why else they would do that. Or they just don't care.
Yeah.
So we started off with Cheryl and Alan. I think maybe because it would take a little while to get them into their harness. I was going to say holsters or something. Yeah, it would get them into their harness and do things like that.
The crotch grabber?
Yeah. Let me tell you.
Has anyone ever been in a harness before?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah, but like for rock climbing or something, not for like long performances, training every day for hours and hours.
Right.
The thing for me about this performance is if we didn't get to see the preparation, I would have been so underwhelmed.
Yeah.
But we saw what went into it, and that helped me appreciate what they did.
Right.
Because otherwise, I was sitting here thinking the same thing Alan was. That looks kind of easy.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess I was wrong.
Because then you realize that they are really not in control of their levels. They just have to be ready when they're going to be pulled up and pulled down, and you have to have all your things in the right areas if you're Alan.
Wait, what are you talking about?
What do you mean? The rope would go up and down.
What things in what area?
His balls.
Oh, okay. I was
You
going
were
to say
playing.
package.
She's like, I was
you
wanting
just
to say
don't.
that.
You just were.
Okay.
You're poking a fun. Yeah, funny one, Roxy. She's hilarious.
Look, I'm
Actually, we
Jeff is
took a
rubbing off
selfie
on
earlier and she couldn't. I was joking. She couldn't even keep a straight face. I'm just that funny. Anyways, okay, people are tweeting at us right now and they're saying that Rob Kardashian was paired up with Cheryl and Dancing with the Stars, and he actually came. Oh, he was the runner-up. I didn't know that. Thank you, Chantel, for telling us that. So he was the runner-up. So I guess phones do have some sort of effect on that. So
Cool.
Yeah, we did open up with who was it? Cheryl and Alan. What did you guys think of it? What are your first impressions of the actual performance?
I liked it. I was actually kind of impressed. I know you guys were judging me for that, but I think we were talking about this last week. How we were kind of upset that they didn't show the struggles of all of their, practicing, and this time they were. So I just kind of liked seeing that they thought it was hard, and I think that made me appreciate it more.
Did you get the vibe that the whole height thing was kind of BS from Cheryl? Like, she was up there. She was not. She was like, oh, I'm so afraid.
Yeah.
I don't think she was like, this is a crippling fear and I cannot do it.
That's sort of exactly what she said last week.
She said, I'm afraid of heights. She said, I'm really afraid of heights. It wasn't like, there's no way I'm going to do this. I think some people have fears where you're afraid and you overcome it. I think she just was like, it wasn't that high. It wasn't like she was doing this on top of the... I can't think of something that high.
Empire State Building.
Empire State Building, thank you. I was like, what is really, really high? A house? Weak moment for Roxy. But I thought that she really, I wrote down, she crushes. She did a great job. Alan looked a little more out of his comfort zone, but he did well too. She just, to me, it was majestic.
I love when Alan said that he is a professional dangler. So if anything, he will just dangle on stage and look good doing it.
Alan did an amazing job dangling. That was the best thing, actually. The best thing he did was dangle.
You didn't think he was that good in this?
I mean, Cheryl did amazing. You could definitely tell Alan was out of his element, but I kind of understand why once we watched, the preparation and the whole, his balls were probably
That's a big issue.
Yeah.
Like, if you start off the performance and he said it's like getting kicked in the balls for like a long time, 2 full minutes, you can't be concentrating on aerial moves and jumping and upping and...
We just can't possibly relate or understand what that means, so it's ignorance, but I'm like, all right, how bad can that be? Now,
okay.
I just said I can't relate. I'm not saying you're lying to us. I have a kind of...
America knows I'm not lying, but keep going.
Well, some of America. I have a conspiracy theory where I feel like getting kicked in the balls is probably not that bad.
Yeah, and pregnancy, simple. Whatever, I guess we both have theories here.
There's something growing inside of you, a human being.
There's something... I'm not gonna... Moving on.
Anyway.
You guys, tweet us if you think I'm right or she's right. No, I bet we're both wrong. I bet both things hurt unequally, though.
Don't you feel like they're kind of oversensitive about it, though? It's like, oh, come on.
Gosh. Okay, moving on to the next performance, Burn the Floor. I was really excited for this because I thought that they could both really kill it at this.
Even though we knew she wasn't going to be there for more than 2 days.
I knew that this is in her like toolbox. She does this stuff, so she was going to be great. And I knew that Jeff was going to be able to fall into this because one thing I will give him, he always tried, like, he's not about to. A lot of people on the couch is like, I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. Or he goes all out, even if he can't. Like, he's not a dancer.
Yeah.
A lot of these people have a lot of the skills that start with the minimum. He's coming in with comedy and working his way up for that.
Seeing him.
Roxy, what? Wait, you're feeling like.
Why do you always want me?
Because you go like that.
Oh, because I have judgy faces? No, I actually thought that he was really endearing in this. I love his facial expressions. I think that he's having a lot of fun, and that's what makes it fun. Is he the best dancer? No, he's never claimed to be. But I think that he really, really worked his butt off on this, and you could see him enjoying himself, which made us enjoy it. Sierra didn't work as hard on it. I'm not saying she didn't work hard because she was away and whatever she was trying, but she didn't have to. This is just like... in her, like you said, in her wheelhouse, and she didn't have to do everything he had to do. He's like a little not dancer, whatever.
Dance deaf.
Yeah, that's what he said. Dance deaf.
Dance deaf. I think Jeff. Seeing him from the beginning, I got it. He was, dance deaf, if that's what you want to call it. I call it just no rhythm, because that's what it looked like from the beginning. But seeing him on stage, he did an amazing job, and kudos to Sierra for juggling the new show and her new album, and then a baby, and then
I didn't
getting
know about
on
the baby.
stage. Yes, a
Wait,
little
do you like
baby.
Sierra?
I love Sierra.
Oh, you do?
No, sometimes. But president of her fan club, guys.
You definitely run a Twitter account.
I am Sierra. No, but she did a great job juggling it all, and the pickups and the spin she was doing was great. Did you notice she didn't do those with Jeff though? She had to do those with one of the professionals.
No, he did this thing with her.
Oh yeah, he did that one. He did do that
Oh,
one.
wow, that was really good.
That was
Her face during it, though, she was kind of like, what's about to happen? Like, yeah, she was a little nervous.
Well, it's really difficult when you're both practicing with other partners. Every partner is different. They're different shapes, they're different sizes, and it's a different kind of movement. So I'm not surprised she had to do it with somebody else who was more professional. He had no practice with her. Everything he did was with that blonde girl that he got to practice with. That makes complete sense. I think that this number was really good, and if Sierra had been there for the whole week, I think it would have come in second instead of third.
You think? I thought she did, though. If I'm going to rate the performance of any kind of dance, like, I thought she gave it her all. I don't know what else she could have done in that sort of scenario. What else can you do?
It would have been them together. It would have been them vibing more together.
In sync and mirroring and stuff. Yeah, that would wow the performance a little bit more.
Right. And I'm not judging. I get she's busy.
She was honestly, I'm sure a lot of celebrities would not be getting off a plane and driving to the studio to do that. They'd say, see you tomorrow, and I'll rehearse. So I have to, she's a champ about that. 100%. One of the reasons I really do like her. Yeah. And because you're here and you're the president of the fan club.
And I would jump across the table.
Yep, thank you.
I believe it.
Yeah. So then the last one we saw was Joe and Nicole.
Yeah.
Which, again, we were really terrified. I was really terrified about this. Seeing the actual performance of their skating Aratas. Wow.
Yeah, we were all cringing when she did that.
I was like,
the headbanger. What was
the headbanger.
Yeah.
The headbanger.
And she literally hit her head.
But
banged
this
her
is
head.
the thing. I also feel like they didn't do a lot of it together, and that's what I wish. She did that whole thing, and then they did the thing with all three of them. But other than that, they didn't really do anything together.
Right. You were kind of down on this one. I was completely blown away, in utter shock on what they were able to do. I have such a respect, Joe too, but I have such a respect for Nicole for her being so fearless about this. I don't think any one of us, and to correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be, I don't think any one of us on this table would have signed up for what she signed up for.
No, not at all.
You really, I'm not trying to be dramatic, you really could die. You really,
she was really not okay.
Did you see her legs?
Yeah.
And her
She was
head.
my head is shaking right now.
I've never heard that. Your head shakes. Never.
That's like a concussion, I think.
Right. I'm sure she got a concussion. This was scary. They did an incredible job. I wouldn't have wanted to see Joe spin her like that. He would have broken her and himself. So I was just really glad she went for it and was like, I want to do this. I'm going all in. And the moves they did together I thought were so great. If this number didn't win, I was going to be
really upset too.
Do some claps.
Yeah. I have to ask you though, so you liked grounded aerial more than you like skating Aratas?
Kinda.
Okay.
Really?
Well, I think Nicole and Joe, that was harder. I would never do what Nicole did, but I think with Cheryl and Alan, they did it together as partners, and I think that was the only one that I really saw them actually interacting and doing something together, whereas the other two, you had dancers and you had other people that they were doing things with, so it wasn't really a partnership.
I thought you're right. I do see with Joe and Nicole in the beginning they were together more, and then at the end of it, Nicole was doing her headbanger thing, which was mesmerizing, and Joe kind of just slid in towards the end. So could they done more together? Yes, but I bet they had something planned together until she was like, "I want to do the headbanger," and obviously Joe can't do that. Right. And I bet that's wowed, and that's probably why they're in first place.
Yeah.
And to note, remember how we were do they have a say in what they're actually doing for the performance?
She answered it in this one.
Yeah.
I bet people were advising her not to do that. Producers being listen, you don't have to go there.
Absolutely. I'm sure that they were, I'm sure they were really pissed about it, actually, that she was going there. And she was like, listen, I don't care what you say.
We have people just bouncing on a wall. You don't have to do this.
My biggest thing, though, and maybe this is because I watch a lot of teen television, but I was just waiting for that makeout sesh. Praying for that makeout sesh.
You took a tally.
Yeah.
We voted for it.
I need to see it. I was so excited.
They got close. They got really close, but they didn't go all the way.
She seemed like she was really
she did it. Nicole would have did it hands down.
Right.
I think they chose the headbanger instead of the makeout. So
I felt so close to them right then.
But yeah, in Joe's defense, I do agree though. He when they said it, she wanted to do the headbanger, and she wanted to do such a difficult stunt that she had to do it with professionals. She could not do it with Joe.
Yeah, absolutely. That would just be unsafe and crazy.
Yeah.
And I thought the 3-person thing was really cool, and like he said, it's a really advanced move that he would put in his Las Vegas show. I was just so impressed by this.
I can't roller skate, period. So that, in itself is hard.
Okay,
so I
nice
didn't
of you
think
to
it was
lean up.
hard, but I just wish they did it more together. I mean, obviously not the headbanger.
You really just have to go for it. In that 3-turn thing, when she just leans back and kicks up her legs, you are literally saying, do what you please. You have no control. If Joe fell in rehearsal when Joe almost fell, you're done. You're what?
I would just be more scared as the guy and not as the girl. I think that the girl is like, all right, do what you please. Nothing I can do about it. The guy's like, holy crap, a human life. Like that, I'm doing this. So, yes, I think that she has reason to be afraid, but like, once you let go, she just kind of like is getting swung around. And she was with a professional at this point.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to say that it wasn't really amazing, but I think it's scarier for the guy almost.
And they weren't on that platform. Like the other skaters were, but I mean, understandably so. Absolutely, I don't think you needed to be on that platform.
Absolutely not.
The platform with the random girls that were standing watching.
Yeah, what was that, huh? That was interesting.
My hypothesis is that the platform where those girls were, they were actually paramedics dressed up as go-go dancers, just ready to swoop in case something happened with
It's a really good theory.
Yeah.
I think we might have some theories or comments from the chat right now, Jonathan. If you wanna let us know what's up.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, all right. So Brandon Hughes asked, I apologize. Can we talk about how Joe did absolutely nothing during their performance? No way they should have gotten first just because one person did something.
Hold up. What's his name? Brandon?
Brandon Hughes.
Shout out.
Brandon Hughes. Hi, I'm Nick. Let me talk to you for 1 second here. Are you kidding me? They shouldn't have got first? Hold up. First of all, even if you don't like what they did, let's look at Burn the Floor and Grounded Aerial. Who else could have got first?
Are you being mean to our followers?
No, I'm being aggressively...
Brandon had a great point.
I don't think it's a great point. I disagree with Brandon. No, I'm playing with you.
No, I'm with you. I'm
know
with
what?
you.
They were great. They deserve first.
They did.
So this side of the table kind of disagrees with you, Brandon. We love you, but we disagree. That side of the table is seeming to agree a little bit.
I'm in the middle. She's all the way over there. I'm in the middle.
He's saying Joe didn't protect
Joe
your man.
didn't do much, though.
Are you kidding?
Listen, I think he did the 3-person thing, and that's about it.
Can we talk about Joe's pre-existing roller skating skills?
Yeah, let's talk about that. Because when Jeff had mentioned it in the chat, I thought, oh, he's going to be really great. And I guess, Brandon, this is where I will agree with you. He didn't seem like he really had extensive rollerblading experience.
I felt like he did. I felt like he was doing a really good job and he was moving around. I don't think we can vote against them because they didn't have to come as far. Like, we don't vote against Cheryl when she does dancing things.
And she always
Same
does.
thing with Sierra or Nicole with their splits or whatever it is, or Alan with his strength. I get that they're coming into this with some skills, with a lot of skills. We can't sit here and say, oh, because he already knew how to rollerblade, this wasn't as big of an accomplishment. I still think he did a really good job.
Yeah.
He wasn't flying through the air, but he was a leading guy and doing all that stuff, and being one of the Three's Company. I think he did amazing, and I'm sticking up for your man more than you are.
I know, this is absurd to me
I'm trying
right
to be
now.
non-biased here.
Well, whatever. I just think also you're on 4 wheels. It's not the roller skates. Or maybe these are roller skates and it's not roller blades.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother thing. Like, you are on 4 wheels. Literally anyone can stand up and roll. What?
I'm surprised they didn't do any ice skating.
On the entire show?
Yeah, like as one of the acts.
Like a figure skating thing? I bet that would be
Like ice
That's probably in the
maybe
finale.
too hard.
When we
Well,
saw
we're going to talk about the finale about that. Did Brandon have anything to say? Does he agree? Brandon, do you agree? Disagree?
He hasn't said anything yet, but
pissed at us.
I'll
Sorry,
relay
Brandon.
something that Joseph Boza said.
Okay.
He said, I think Joe picked Nicole because he knew that the audience would vote for them because of Nicole. Sex sells and he knows it.
So that's the other thing. Even though they're not opening up to America, there's still a bias in the audience. If you were in the audience, some people are going to vote certain ways just based off of people.
Yeah. It depends how they pick their audience. Maybe they try to get like an equal amount of fans per thing.
Oh, that could be it.
I don't know.
I doubt that they really think that much into it.
You think they're like 300? Whoever comes gets in. I don't know. Because you
Maybe.
don't know the show before. Like, I Can Do That is not a show out when they're going, so they don't know what the heck they're going for.
Yeah, but there's always going to be certain biases, like what we were talking about with Blue Man Group or with Snoop. Like, obviously, they're going to get votes just on the fact that these are the most famous acts in the world. So I think that they're just so many different factors here. We almost have to take that off the table.
Well, I don't think it's so much about sex. I think, or that Nicole is selling sex. Nicole is the only one, and yes, I'm going against Sierra too. Nicole is the only one that goes above and beyond and says, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that. You say I can only do this. Nope, I'm going to do this too. And she's the only one that goes above and beyond, and it should show, but Cheryl's still in first place.
I'm outrageously impressed by Nicole's talent. I can't say it enough. I think she is so talented. Just everything she's done on the show, between the Avenue Q and this and whatever it is, there's nothing that she's done that I've been like, yeah, you didn't give 100% to that.
True, she gives everything in her performance. And like Jeff said, they are just doing it for fun and making good TV. So I guess really the voting isn't even their main priority. They're just like, let's do these things. It's cool. We are doing crazy things we would have never done. XYZ, blah, blah, blah. Like today, actually, some people in here are going to do things that they never have done or have done and have slightly bragged about, but now say they haven't. But I swear you have said you're good at this, Roxy.
How many times did I tell everybody how embarrassingly bad I am at putting things in my mouth?
They did say that? Oh, it was. I am confusing the Skittles and the belly button.
Thank you for making me say it again.
Sorry. I did think Skittles and the belly button. I didn't. But okay, I want to see it right now. I want to see if we can do what the Blue Man Group did. And luckily, in studio, we have, please reveal it.
Damn.
Marshmallows, the big ones.
Now these
Blue Man Group ones.
These are not the Blue Man Group ones that are going to melt in your mouth, which I'm sure that they use. These are real store-bought marshmallows. Roxy, control your excitement.
If you're on iTunes, you might want to switch over to YouTube right about now. Or I can sit this one out and commentate.
Oh, that would not going to happen. I'm really excited about this.
I'm super excited.
Okay.
Wait, how many seconds? What is it? What are we even doing?
I think we should do
30 seconds. 15 seconds.
You think? Okay, let's do 15 seconds. I'll mark it on the clock. Can someone record this in slow motion too on their phone?
God.
That would be a nice extra that we can post later.
And the deal is how many marshmallows you can fit in your mouth.
Just how many you can catch and fit. Because if it
Why do you
falls
have to
out,
catch it?
I'm not doing the whole catching part. I can't catch in my mouth.
you're just gonna squish and see how many.
Just how many you can fit.
You could fit hundreds. Okay, let's see. Ready? You have 15 seconds to fit as many as you can in your mouth.
Why
Are we all doing it at the same
Why are
time?
you looking at me? We're all doing it at the same time.
Oh, we are. I thought we were just putting it on you. I didn't know. Okay, let's do it.
What?
Let's go.
Just put it on Roxy.
I don't know. That's fun to put
everyone
Roxy in
does it.
those
I thought this was
positions.
happening.
No, everybody. What the heck?
Wait, how are we doing this then?
Oh, yeah,
already
here we
did the
go.
munchkins.
So we have 50.
What was
I
the
haven't had a
voice?
munchkin in a while.
All right, no.
Wait, are we just stuffing these in our mouth?
Yep,
Yeah.
as many as you can fit in your mouth.
All right, Jonathan.
This is gonna be gross. Where we?
You'd be the timer or something.
Yeah, can you time us 15 seconds?
You give us the countdown
Sure.
and you time us.
Keep count of your own.
How exactly are you guys going to take
Wait, I
count
don't-
on how many marshmallows
We'll have
We'll
to
each
count them
count
afterwards.
individually. We'll have the audience vote.
What? Wait, do we count them as we go or do we count afterwards?
As you go.
No, everybody put 10 somewhere. Is anybody going to do more than 10 in 15 seconds?
I doubt it.
I doubt
So
it.
everybody put 10 and then how many you have left
what I
over?
was
1,
gonna
2,
say.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Every
10.
time it's like a math class
6,
counting.
Okay.
8, 4, 5,
You guys in the
9,
chat room,
10.
I want to hear your predictions right now.
10.
Who's gonna win?
8, 9, 10, yeah, okay.
This time I don't know.
Okay. I'm ready. I'm winning. You guys, my competitive edge is coming out right now.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to give you 10 more seconds, and then we'll start.
Okay. Okay.
Am I allowed to swear yet?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Done.
I literally stopped at 3. I couldn't fit any more. I was gonna throw more at you. I thought you wanted more.
Okay, anyway.
Wait,
back
how
to the
many?
show.
Wow.
How many did you guys get?
I had
We
three,
each tied. We each had 3
seven.
left.
Did 7.
I feel like I could have shoved one more in
I
there.
could have did one more.
Honestly, I had 2 on the edge that were popping out. I'm not even gonna
It doesn't
lie.
matter who won, it matters who lost.
Yes.
She
Oh,
only
fun.
put 3 in her mouth.
I literally couldn't fit any
I hope you guys joined us at home.
Right.
Anyway, moving on now.
I feel like I'm the Nicole of the group. I went for it. We all delicious, yum. Do you see what I'm saying though? If these are Blue Man Group marshmallows, they would have melted into each other a little bit easier.
Yeah, they may have soaked their marshmallows in something.
I feel like I just really
They-
I feel like there's still one
You did
stuck
very
somewhere in my
good.
throat.
I need to watch how you guys did that. I'm impressed.
You were, I've never seen. She was like, you too. And I was like, I was just taking it easy. Wow.
Halfway through, I realized the smushing method was no longer working, and they were not as absorbent as I thought.
I do want to eat one now. Okay. Let's get into next week's segments.
Wait, should we talk about what the scoreboard is?
Yeah, okay. We got Sierra at 7. She's in last place. We got Alan at 10, Jeff at 10, so they're tied for second to last. We got Joe and Nicole both at 11, and Cheryl's at 13.
Which again, doesn't matter. We can explain it. Roxy is the pro. Roxy, I want you to spend, I'm going to limit you to 15 seconds.
About what
Please
you win?
Just explain, no, I want you to explain the points, who could win, who couldn't win,
Well, it depends because now they're throwing a lot of this
Go
next
ahead.
week about what the actual competition is. But if it's the same thing next week as it is every week, then Cheryl, even if she only gets 1 point,
I love when you go into this. Like,
Cheryl, even if she only gets 1 point, will be at 14, and Nicole, even if wins, she'll have 3 points and she'll be at 14. So the worst that Cheryl can do is tie for first place.
Are you sure?
Yes, but if it is the same system as it is next week.
I swear none of this makes sense to me. I'm not
How
even
do you know the
kidding.
numbering system?
I'm brilliant.
Okay, 15 seconds is up on the predictions here. Actually, that would be. Well, we'll get into that.
You guys get me at home, right?
Yeah,
I'm
they
so
do.
proud of myself.
Yes.
I wish we did have a winner.
Yeah, Jonathan,
know.
isn't there some
Do we have to
button
do a
like
tiebreaker?
I'm the
Yeah.
champion or something? Can we create some soundbite about?
My friend.
Well, you're so lucky that I stepped back and let you guys duke it out.
Don't even play us like that. Okay.
I think what needs to happen here is since you have a loser, that means you got to go on to the next round next week.
I like that.
Okay.
All right, stepping up our game. I
Yeah,
see
I
what
like
happened
that.
there.
Tiebreaker.
So getting into the biggest shock of the night, Snoop Dogg, please get your wet marshmallows out of my face, Roxy.
You know who would eat my marshmallows? Snoop Dogg.
Double Jizzo. In the hizzo for Rizzo.
I love him. I've seen him.
You could do that next week, girl.
Yeah, I could. That might be my.
Should we have a rap battle?
Yes.
Freestyle battle. That's the
I would live
tiebreaker
for
next
that.
week.
I don't freestyle like that. Like,
You can write it out in
Listen.
advance.
okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, let's just write it. 'Cause let's be honest. We are going to write it out in advance. Even
Yeah.
if we do say freestyle.
I feel like everyone does that. Like, let me spit something real quick, and it's like, yo, you did that last week, the week before, and you've done that 10 times. So okay.
Anyway,
So yeah, I think that I'm a little confused about what they will be doing. Will they be performing with Snoop? Will they just be rapping together? Is one the dancer and one the rapper?
well, one of you guys caught something they said.
They said afterwards, they're like, with Snoop Dogg, but I don't know. But I'm really excited that Jeff ran up and did that. First of all, this was the
I'm
one
gonna
time
ask-
that everyone
and
was
Blue Man. Blue Man. Everybody's
Yeah,
excited
true.
about Blue Man.
I'm gonna ask my friend Jeff, you know, because we're buds. I'm just gonna ask him right now: are you performing with Snoop or are you not? And then I'll have that answer before next week.
Yeah, but you won't be able to share it with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, Twitter at Nicholas Grava. Follow me. Perfect pitch. Anyways, Jeff and Joe.
I was really surprised that Jeff picked Joe.
No,
I was
Same.
loving it.
Oh, she's back on Joe's
you?
team.
I've never seen her
you?
so excited. Actually, they will be fun together.
Yeah, they will.
No, I'm not saying that I didn't want him to. I just, again, I kind of thought we saw him try to pick Cheryl back-to-back weeks, and I was like, all right, he's going to go with Cheryl because Cheryl wanted it. But he was like, no, I haven't worked with Joe. And I thought that was cool that he picked another guy, especially not knowing what the act is and thinking he might have had a backup dancer. Like, that's pretty cool. No, I'm serious. Like, who do you want as your backup dancer? I guess you want Joe.
Yeah.
Joe can break it.
I know you'd want Joe.
I do.
as your backup dancer.
As my partner.
You are the champions of the marshmallow contest, my friends. You should battle. Let's see. We have a tweet, and they are commending us on our amazing marshmallow.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
People who are just on audio and don't see you on your phone just thought you started talking about us being the champions again.
Oh man, guys, I would say that too, but you should battle head to head next week.
With what?
Who said that?
Chantel.
Chantel said we should battle head to head.
So we are. We're gonna do a freestyle rap
/ pre-written battle.
Freestyle pre-written a few days before practice 3 times. But and no more than 3:30. Okay, so then we have the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Anyone a cheerleader? Anyone a past cheerleader?
I was a past cheerleader, actually.
Okay.
She is Sierra. Wasn't Sierra a cheerleader?
She was.
We are the same person.
Can we get a little cheer?
Yeah.
Like, what is a thing?
Give us something.
What do you want? Be aggressive. Be aggressive. BEAGGRESSIVE.
It's this whole face that cheerleaders put on when they're doing it. Like,
Let me see your best
perfect
cheerleader face.
smile. She's doing it right now. Mine?
Yeah.
Can you do a cheer for us?
That's like scary. Oh man.
I like do the zombie.
That looks like television.
Thriller. You're doing Thriller.
What you're not understanding, guys, is I'm just so sexy that it just like radiates off me the sexiness.
It's just like.
And then that's what really plays here.
No, they get it at home. They get it. We don't have to tell them.
You guys feel that, right?
So Cheryl and Nicole take this one. I was a little bit. I don't like, although because of what the finale is going to be, it makes sense that maybe people were choosing things that they are more comfortable doing. But I was a little bit upset that Cheryl jumped up there. Again, you're great with this stuff. Challenge yourself a little bit more. But I don't know. Can Cheryl do a split? Did we see if she could? Because theme of the show, splits.
Yeah. Sure she can.
I don't think she has any bone in her body that isn't bendy. I don't mean that in a weird way, but like she's a professional dancer. She's been doing it forever. I'm sure she can do a split.
But I think this challenge would have been easy for all the girls.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
It's like be happy, be cheerful,
and dance,
kick,
and do a split.
Yeah.
We kind of get 3 dancing women on the show.
We did.
I know they're all different styles, but we got 3 really different guys. We got an actor, we got a singer, and we got a comedian. The girls are a little more similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sing and they dance and stuff.
Yeah.
What else I'm trying to think, like, if there was to be a next season, like, people for a cast or someone that you guys have in mind, I want you guys to think about that for next week of who you would like to see or who would be fun to see on the show.
I can't believe this is it for this.
It's so
so
fast.
Why, you guys?
Even, I have to tell you, look, and I'm not being, like, I'm a dramatic person, but we watch for an hour, and I watch a lot of hour-long dramas. This goes by so fast.
Are we calling this a drama?
No, I'm just saying, like, I watch dramas and those don't, and it's still the same time frame, and this isn't a drama.
I might be.
Yeah.
I take it seriously.
We have a love romance and
There's 2. We have a love romance, and the finale is totally different. I'm so excited
Can you
to see
explain to me what this is?
We will, after we get through television, we are going to explain the finale.
You know who can explain it to us? Jeff. But you know who's going to tweet at?
Me.
What's your handle?
You guys can also do it. No. So you guys were kind of hating on this. Well, where did you stand on television?
No, I wasn't hating on it. My reaction was
Wait, cut to your face right now when she just said she wasn't hating on this.
I was just about to say my reaction was, is exactly what I said. I don't get it. I understood Snoop Dogg and I understood the cheerleaders. So that was like, these are 2 things that I have been following since I was young. Like, I know these. So I figured the 3rd one would be something along those lines. So when this came out, I was like, this is kind of cool to watch, but I really don't understand what the talent or what exactly is even going on. So I was a little underwhelmed just because I thought it was kind of weird, but not in a bad way, just in a
Like, what is it? Like the Palobolus?
I was just gonna say, sort of like the Palobolus.
Palobolus.
Oh my God! Don't
But I
bring
feel
it
like
back.
the Palobolus actually involved more talent than this this television.
I think the talent is you have to be able to coordinate your hands with the screens and like what you were
That's
saying.
the talent. It's timing and it's a show. It's similar to Blue Man Group. Look at
Okay.
like actually, graveyard shift. That's kind of the moves they were doing.
She just did it too.
You did. Oh, that's like disco Thriller. You've got the Wow. Okay, sorry. I don't know. I think it's exciting. I thought it was really cool. How can I entertainment value high, skill value. I guess you guys don't think so. It's very entertaining. A person behind a TV screen. Like that's cool.
No, I just don't get the things that you think are difficult versus the things you think are easy.
I just said entertaining, yes, not difficult. I just said that.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand you. Sometimes I don't get how you judge these things.
With a great precision and great opinion, and they'll agree, except for Brandon. He doesn't, but I don't, whatever. What are you going to do?
I don't know if I trust myself anymore. I'm just sitting here playing with marshmallows under the table, so you guys take it away.
Gooey marshmallows, too. Please, remove them. Oh, my God. So that's Sierra and Alan. Let's get into finale and what's going to be happening. Because you said, tell them what you were saying. Originally, you were like, these acts are kind of seeming like the pilot acts.
These acts were boring. This should have been for the pilot. Being a cheerleader,
Snoop Dogg is
Nicholas
not
can
boring.
do that. Being Snoop Dogg, Nicholas can do that.
What I would just like to,
Nicholas.
I would like to clarify, why are you using me as like the anyone? I feel maybe it should be like Roxy can do that. Oh, like
wait, and also before we
skating
all
Aratas, Nick could do that.
before we all get lit on fire here, being Snoop Dogg, anyone can do that. Not what we like. Not anyone can actually be him, but anyone can try to pretend to rap.
Exactly.
You three
Thank
next
you.
week.
Yeah.
Now you challenge me, I'm gonna kill the game. I'm like, sorry, you're right, I can do that.
You talk a big game, but you tied tonight.
You did.
I tied
By the
because
way,
it felt bad. I was
Next week,
Yeah.
no preparing. So I'm gonna make sure I engineer the show next week, and I'm gonna bring the topic in.
I'm so happy.
You know what, guys? Actually, I'm busy next week. I have to miss the finale. We'll just call me the winner. Just seems
That'll
fair.
throw you off.
So,
Mic drop. Leave room.
so the added thing on top of the finale is that they're also, it seems like they're going to combine all the different performances they've done throughout the show into a cram-packed performance, like a grand finale, which
Like
I'm
a
sure
solo?
they've been. No, I think it's going to be like have you ever seen Dancing with the Stars and they open up with like group numbers and stuff? I think it's going to be, I'm assuming.
Like a mashup of everything they've done before.
Is that a gooey one or is that a new one?
Roxy's eating some.
I kind of think that they're going to try to make it so anybody could win the show, because at this point, only Cheryl, Nicole, and Joe
Basically,
could come in
Cheryl
first.
would win.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they care at all.
I think they
it's
are gonna
just
do that, though.
You do? What do you think? They're just gonna be like, oh, by the way, wipe the points. Let's start here.
No, or maybe you.
Why didn't
Yeah,
they announce this week that this is for the title of
They did.
They did, but they didn't say best performance.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't say best performer. They said to win, I can do that. I wanted them to say like
There is a trophy. Did y'all see the picture of the trophy?
no.
Didn't I tweet it at you? It was maybe when me and you were just hosting. I did. Don't give me the you
No.
never looked at my tweets.
It's not about the fact that we didn't get the tweet. It's that a follower tweeted it at both of us, and you just took credit for that.
Well, I think I saw it and snapped it and then sent it to you. But who's counting?
Well, if anyone wants to get a hold of any of the I Can Do That cash, just tweet at Nicholas Grava.
Sounds like a great, yeah. I mean, I would even join in on that high five. I ain't gonna lie. So I want to hear the predictions of who you guys think. Let's say, let's say that out of some weird coincidence, they're gonna, not coincidence, out of weird chance, they're gonna just drop all the points.
Okay.
Who's winning? Who's the best entertainer besides me? Ugh.
Who do we
Sierra.
want? Who do we want to win, or who do we think is the
Going
winner?
to win?
Or who do we think is the best
You always have to
entertainer?
complicate it every single time. The
I know.
want and the think. Let's just blend them together.
The one thing.
I think Nicole. I think Nicole honestly really
Okay.
deserves it. Based off of everything and the points. But I
Okay.
think Cheryl will win.
Okay.
Does that count?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Cheryl will win. I think either Nicole or Sierra, because she's the underdog and she's the one you least expect to win because she's at the last. She's last.
The thing that I'm realizing now is that Cheryl and Nicole are doing this together. So if Cheryl wins,
So does
then
Nicole.
So it can't be Nicole can't beat Cheryl. The only person that can beat Cheryl is Joe, based on the points currently. So Joe could tie with Cheryl. Cheryl has to win. I think that Nicole deserves to win. I think they all deserve to win. They're doing a really good job, but I think Nicole deserves to win a lot. Cheryl will probably win, and Joe will come in second place.
You lost me halfway in. But I do agree with Cheryl. I think Cheryl is going to win. I'm not saying she's necessarily my front runner. I would pretty much take any of the other ones as a front runner. Just off of value of entertainment, not entertained. Dancing isn't I like a lot of the other stuff.
Oh, really?
But, just my opinion.
What if they did a stand-up thing? You go, Jeff.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't throw him anything that he really... Oh, I guess Avenue Q could have sort of went in like a comedy direction, but he didn't.
And Snoop
choose
Dogg.
that.
I think Raph, I think
This could be his thing. How many points... I'm going to go to our points lady, Roxy. How many points does Jeff have, and can he win it?
No, he cannot win. If they stick to this, okay. Jeff has 10 points. Even if he got in first place, he would have 13. Cheryl currently has 13. She will have a minimum of 14 next week. So he could come in second, but no higher.
Okay. Thank you, Roxy.
Yeah, Roxy's our point lady. I guess that does make sense. I am excited to see they've definitely been working on their performance, their grand finale, I think, for a while. So I do think they're not just doing that in a week because I think that's too much to handle.
Right, that's true. So you talked a little bit about how you dislike dancing, and I'm pretty bummed about that because I was just going to ask you if you'd be my partner for something, but I guess I'll ask these ladies.
Well, don't worry about that because I have the Nicole attitude, and yes, I will.
And I can ask you guys at home also. So our producer and creator and the host of E, of course, Maria Menounos, is the producer of a new show, and you guys get to be involved in it. So it's Dance Battle America, and you guys at home, you can submit your dance videos. If you guys have been following, there have been these dance wars for so long now.
They're insane on Instagram.
They're insane. Like, we've had crazy celebrities join in. My favorites like Amber Riley and Cara Delevingne and whatnot, but so many people are doing this. And it's really, really exciting. You guys can join at home for a chance to actually get flown out to Los Angeles to compete on the show. So if you want to participate, send in your submissions to dancebattleamericacasting.com. That's dancebattleamericacasting.com, and you guys will get a chance to maybe get flown out here and compete, which is so awesome.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. We can try to do that. I can do that.
I can do that.
You can't do that, but you guys at home really can.
Okay, on that note, I'm just going to go cry, and we're going to go. So thank you guys for watching. Where can they find you guys?
You can find me at I Am Fashion Lane, LAINE, on Twitter and Instagram.
Yo, you can find me at Shaprintace Lynn with 2 N's to the N Izzo on Twitter and Instagram. Izzo.
Okay, you can't start campaigning early. You see her trying to rap?
No, I'm ignoring it. I'm turning my head. I'm ignoring it.
1s and 2s.
All right, cut to this. Come on, let's do this.
Yeah. You guys can find me everywhere at Roxy Striar.
And you can follow, I don't know if I told you guys, you can follow me at Nicholas Grava, Twitter or Instagram. We'll see you guys next week. See ya.
Tell me now, hey, so what you wanna do? I came to gut right now. Big Snoop Dogg and I came to get down.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.